Hello, welcome back to Baking Bakers. I have Rylan here with me today. He just popped in, so he's going to make a little guest appearance in our video. Today we're making Rice Krispy Nutella Roll-Ups. And if you've never tasted Nutella, it's fantastic. Let me get the jar. It comes by the peanut butter section, and it's a hazelnut chocolate spread, and it's delicious in everything. The kids like to have it on toast with peanut butter or just by itself, and I like to put it in these Rice Krispie roll-ups. So we're gonna start with 1/4 cup of butter in our pan. Then we're gonna add a heavy 1/4 cup of peanut butter. You can use crunchy. I'm using smooth today because that's what I have and that's what we like. So we'll put that in the pan. And then we're gonna add to that 10 ounces of marshmallows. And we're gonna melt the marshmallows, and then we'll add some Rice Krispie cereal. So here we go. All right, let's get these marshmallows in here. Oh, one escaped. All right, we'll turn the burner on low. We don't want to melt this too fast because we don't want to burn them. So we're going to melt this slowly because we don't want these marshmallows to burn. So we just have to be patient and go slow. So my oldest daughter and her kids are coming for a visit this weekend. So we thought this would be a good treat for everyone. They live about 4.5 hours north of us, somewhere up near Cadillac, Michigan. She teaches school up there, and they're not finished quite yet. They go into June. So they'll just be here for a quick, short weekend. But they'll get to play with cousins, right, Rylan? Yeah. If you can make Rice Krispie treats, you can make these. They're pretty easy. And I almost always have the ingredients on hand. So in the comments or in the description will be the recipe. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends. You probably don't need to stir this constantly, but I always worry about it burning, so I just do. And as usual, I'm using a nice big pan so that I can be a little bit messier and I'm not going to spill it. If you haven't tried the bar sugar cookies that we made a couple weeks ago, those are a great treat now that the kids are getting out of school, and they're super easy to make, and they freeze well, so you can make them and put them in the freezer. Here, Rylan. So Rylan is learning how to run the lawnmower, and instead of running it with the blade to learn, or he's running it without a mower deck, but he's pulling a lawn sweeper, so he's sweeping up the grass clippings. And I asked him if I could pay him in cookies, and he said absolutely. So I have to keep a good supply of cookies here now so that I can pay him for sweeping my lawn, right, bud? This is starting to melt nice. Almost there, actually. Once it gets going, it goes fast. And it smells like peanut butter because we have that nice 1/4 cup of peanut butter right in there with the marshmallows and the butter. And then we're going to move this off of the burner. I'm going to turn it off Starting to scorch on that side. I don't want that. We're gonna finish stirring this up and then we're gonna move to the counter. We moved our pan to the counter. It's all melted. Now I'm gonna put in 6 cups of Rice Crisp cereal. I'm gonna stir that in. This is why I use a big pan, because I'm messy. Okay, now we're getting there. Okay, that's ready to put in our pan. Now, I have prepared a 10 by 15 inch shallow baking dish with foil, and I'm gonna give it a good spray with vegetable spray. Don't let me get in your face, bud. Okay, then we're gonna put these on here. And I'm gonna use my hands. And in order to not have this stuff all over my hands, I'm gonna spray my hands too, so that they're nice and sticky. Sorry you can't see this. Turn a little bit. Take some elbow grease. Okay, let's see if we can scrape the rest of it out with a spatula. Somebody probably wants to eat the bowl that's left, I would say. You heard the saying that good moms and grandmas let the kids lick the bowls. Great moms and grandmas turn off the beaters first. Ha! We do that. All right, we'll leave that little bit in there and give it to Rylan. It's hot. Take the handles. Just set it over here. Okay, now we're gonna spread this out. You can also put a piece of wax paper or parchment paper over it to kind of spread it, but it's really not sticking to my hands at all. I'm just gonna smash this in this pan, spread out nice. And I want it pretty firm in here because we wanna be able to roll this into a pinwheel. So I'm gonna smash it really heavily. And then the next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a cup and a half, roughly, of Nutella, just straight out of the jar. I'm gonna spread it right on this. So this is what it looks like. We're gonna put some on here, different spots. You wanna use that spatula and spread it? Or you want me to? Okay. We'll just take our time and get this spread out. Ah, it wants to stick. Let me get this other spatula. There we go. As it gets warmer, it'll spread easier. Sometimes I have to add a little bit more, and that's okay. Ah, doing it again, this corner. Just takes some patience. this bowl will get. I might have to get just a little bit more to finish this corner. Somewhere it is. All right, that's pretty good. Set that aside. Now I'm gonna start rolling it up from this long side. I'm gonna lift that foil to help me to start it. I'm gonna press it in there. You want to do this while it's still warm because it's still moldable. Once it cools too much, you can't really roll it. Don't get your foil rolled up with it. I'm just going to keep slowly bringing that up and around. Just like that. I'm gonna press that down just a little bit so the seam is on the bottom. Then I'm gonna cover it with this foil and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. You can put it in the refrigerator or the freezer for about an hour or so till it does firm up, and then we'll come back and we will slice it into pieces and you can have a look. See you in a bit. Got our roll out of the refrigerator. It's firmed up nice, and we're gonna go ahead and cut a little bit of it. Let's go ahead and cut this. Cut the end off. And then we'll cut a nice piece. Look how that is. It looks delicious. It could have been in the refrigerator a little bit more, but it looks delicious and we're gonna enjoy it. I hope that you make this for your family, and until next time, we'll see you then.